Hi guys, I'm Kasha. Welcome to my channel, to my bookland, and welcome to our coffee times together. Today I'm here to let you know some of the books that I am gonna be reading in the month of July.
It's coffee time!
So I was thinking, okay, July is gonna be a bit busy because I'm gonna go to the London Comic Con, so I'm gonna lose a lot of days there as well while I'm in London, and let's be honest, I'm not gonna have much time to read. Summer is a very stressful time for me. I don't know why. I think I go to more events, so it kind of gets a little bit stressful to also read a lot, but I'm gonna try. And so I was looking for maybe some fun readathon for the month of July, and I asked you on Twitter, and you guys were so nice to give me a couple of examples of some readathons that are taking place in the month of July. And I decided I was gonna take one that was a little bit chill, that I wouldn't have to stress too much about, and that is the Medieval-A-Thon, and it sounded amazing to me. I'm gonna leave down below for you the Twitter as well as the announcement video of the creator so that you can check it out, check all the challenges and everything in case that you still want to join, because it's taking place the whole month of July, so you can still join if you want to. Basically, there are no specific things that you really have to 100% do. You can read from one book up to 6 books for these readathon. You don't have to read any specific amount, and also there are no specific kind of challenges, but you can choose to do a couple of extra things in order to get armor, weapons, and things like that. So for me, it's not also important to hit those extra challenges for armor or weapons. I'm just gonna stick to the basics, which is basically to read 6 books in the month of July, which I think it's a good number, because one of the books that I have chosen, it is a super chunky book, but I need to start reading my chunky books that I said I was gonna read in 2019, because we're already past half of the year and I still have a lot of chunky books to read. And this one, it just happens to fit a couple of the challenges, so I'm gonna let you know which one it is. It is Sleeping Beauties by Stephen King and Owen King, and this is huge. Like, this book is a monster, and I actually got 2 copies of this book because I have another one with like an exclusive naked cover and like a different exclusive dust jacket, but I'm gonna be reading this one. And some of the challenges were to read a book that is shiny, which these letters are shiny, and also that it has red on the cover, so this one has red because the letters are red. So I'll be fitting those challenges with this. And yeah, all I know about this book is that we are in a world in which all of a sudden the women start to just fall asleep, and no matter what you do, you cannot get them to wake up. And then there is a female inmate in a prison that doesn't fall asleep, and they don't know why, because every other woman has just basically fallen asleep. That's why Sleeping Beauties. So it sounded super interesting to me. I have not read anything by Owen King, so I'm really excited to see what they did in this kind of cooperation together. And it's going to be a thriller, but like I said, it's really big, and the lettering is not even big. I mean, the lettering, it's kind of small, you guys, so it's gonna take me a while to get through this one. It's 700 pages. You're welcome, and I hope that I'm able to finish it in the month of July, because before winter I need to get to this, because I want to reread a couple of Stephen King's books this winter, so I need to get this one before that. Then we have The Cabin at the End of the World by Paul Tremblay, and this fits the challenge to have something sharp on the cover, something pointy. I think it said the challenge, so there's many pointy things here on the cover. And this is a book that I've been meaning to read for the longest time, and I need to read more horror this year because I still haven't read much horror, and I said I was gonna. So this one is going down in the month of July. It's not a chunk of a book, so I think I should be able to get to it. And for the last challenge that I'm gonna be able to fit, I mean, it's kind of cheating a little bit because it's the challenge of read a thick paperback, and for that I'm choosing Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark, just because it's 3 books, so it's kind of together, it's kind of like a more chunky paperback because it's 3. I have never read these books. I have never even seen them when I was a kid, but as you know, the movie is coming out where Guillermo del Toro also participated. The trailer looks amazing, everything looks amazing, so I do want to read the original materials before going to the cinema, and the movie is coming out this August, so I need to get to this. And as you can see, it's still sealed because I ordered this through Amazon not long ago. I still have not even hold it for you guys, but yeah, I will be reading these in July. Also, if you know of like horror stories that you used to read when you were a kid, let me know down below, because I think depending of where you come from, you might have read things that I don't even know that exist. So please let me know down below of any like scary books and stories that you used to either watch or read as a kid. And then I decided to add 2 books to my TBR. One of them is one that I've been meaning to get to for some time, and that is Hold Still by Nina LaCour. I don't know much about this, to be honest, but I loved We Are Okay by Nina LaCour. I thought her writing was just so beautiful that I got this book, and I still have not read it, and it's not too long, so I decided to add this to my July TBR. And the other one is actually a new release that I also have not hauled for you yet, but I need to get to this book, it's urgent, and that is Fix Her Up by Tessa Bailey. And this was on my radar, but I was not gonna buy it right away until Natasha from My Reading Is Odd was tweeting about it and saying how this had some weird It references, and everybody has been talking so good about it that I decided to pick it up, and I need to read it like right now. So I decided to add this one because I have all of these is horror, and this one is probably gonna break me, so I need a little bit of like romance, sexual tension and all of that thing to compensate a little bit for the rest. So I thought this one was gonna be the perfect book for that. And that makes 5 books, but I'm probably gonna read 1 or 2 if I can from the books that I still have to read from NetGalley that I received by the publishers. And I decided to also pick just 1 book from the TBR jar because I probably will only get to 1 if I get to it. So we're just gonna pick 1 book from the TBR jar. Let's go. Okay, let's hope it's not big, because Sleeping Beauties is enough as big books for this month. I mean, honestly. Let's see. Oh, Pride. Perfect. Pride is a retelling that I got. It's Pride and Prejudice retelling that I got from the Owl Crate. So it is this book here, and I got the Owl Crate edition, which is a little bit different. It is by Ibi Zoboi. It is under 300 pages, which is perfect, and I do love retelling of classic stories, so I'm super stoked that I got this one in the TBR jar. And it also is a diverse book, so it's perfect. So here you have it. Here is my TBR for the month of July, plus probably I will add a couple of books if I can from NetGalley. I'm not sure if I'm gonna be able to this month because this chunk of a book. So I might leave the NetGalley books for August when I'll be gonna be traveling more, so it's easier for me to use the Kindle and read all of those. But if I have time, I will try to get to at least one of the ones from NetGalley. Let me know down below, where are you gonna be reading in the month of July? Which is the read you are most excited about that you hope to get to in the month of July? Thanks so much for watching, you guys. I really appreciate your support. Please give the video a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel. You can also follow me in Facebook, Twitter and Instagram. The links to that are in the description box down below, and I hope to see you all in the next coffee time. Bye.